Permanent Jeopardy host Mayim Bialik has new gig. Mayim Bialik shared with fans that she already has a new gig. By the end of season 38 Jeopardy, producers announced that both Mayim and Ken Jennings will remain as the permanent hosts of the quiz show. They will continue to swap duties for the duration of season 39. Both of the hosts have other responsibilities. Mayim is a busy actress, writer, and producer who has her own podcast, Bialik Breakdown, and her Fox sitcom, Call Me Kat. Now, she's adding more to her lengthy resume. Read on to learn the details of her latest gig as she gets ready to host the game show. The Jeopardy host shared the exciting news from her $2.3 million house. Mayim Bialik made an appearance in a new Instagram video. The 46-year-old sat at the kitchen table of her Los Angeles home in a blue and white striped t-shirt and thick frame glasses. In the background, she had a doll that looked like her character, Amy Fowler, in The Big Bang Theory. Mayim Bialik had a big smile on her face as she announced her new role. She already has a lot on her plate these days, which is why she has to split hosting duties with Ken Jennings. Have you heard the news? I'm the host of a new show coming to ABC. Mayim Bialik shared. Celebrity Jeopardy! Get ready for big names and even bigger brains this fall. See you there, she wrote in the caption of her Instagram post. Mark your calendars, Celebrity Jeopardy is coming to at Apps Network September 25th with a special host. For the past few months, rumors swirled that Mayim would become the host of Celebrity Jeopardy. Producers are looking to expand the ever-growing franchise with new shows, specials, tournaments, and spin-offs. They previously hinted that they want to make Jeopardy more like a sporting event for brainiacs. Former Big Bang Theory star has a successful career. Mayim Bialik's career is getting better thanks to the popular game show. Her celebrity net worth, her 2022 net worth is $25 million. In April, The Sun reported that her home features 4 fireplaces, a spa, and a saltwater pool. Mayim has resided in her Studio City home for 4 years. She's renovated the 2,483 square foot home over the years. In an interview with Delish, the former Blossom star talked about the additions she made to her home. She bragged that her cabinets and ceiling were made from repurposed materials from her upstairs bedroom. The entire kitchen was made by one man who I dated for a long time who's a very, very fine Finnish carpenter, Mayim Bialik coyly said. He did this entire kitchen by himself, inside and out. The 4-bedroom home also has a farmhouse sink and marble countertops. Jeopardy is currently airing reruns as season 39 will return on September 12th. What are your thoughts on Mayim Bialik's new gig? Sound off below in the comment section. When Jeopardy first aired in 1964 with Art Fleming at the podium, no one could have predicted how deeply the quiz show would embed itself into American cultural DNA. By the time Alex Trebek took over as host in 1984, it had already become an intellectual touchstone for millions. Trebek's calm demeanor, sharp wit, and encyclopedic command of trivia made him synonymous with the show. And when he passed away in 2020, the question on everyone's mind was simple, albeit bittersweet. Who could possibly fill those shoes? Now, after months of guest hosts, auditions, and intense speculation, the answer is clear. The question is, who is Mayim Bialik? And the answer, a phrase familiar to every fan of the show, is a fascinating story of intellect, showmanship, and breaking barriers. A natural fit, Mayim Bialik didn't come from nowhere. For many, she is still most recognizable as Amy Farrah Fowler, the neurobiologist on The Big Bang Theory, a role that earned her 4 Primetime Emmy nominations and endeared her to a global audience. Yet the alignment between Bialik and Jeopardy goes far deeper than a popular sitcom character. Bialik herself holds a PhD in neuroscience from UCLA, making her one of the few game show hosts in history whose academic credentials rival those of the contestants. From the moment she stepped behind the lectern during her guest hosting stint in 2021, there was an air of inevitability about her. Calm yet energetic, erudite but approachable, Bialik brought an unmistakable gravitas to the role, a gentle authority that didn't overshadow the game but subtly elevated it. Her ability to balance rigor with charm struck a chord with audiences hungry for continuity in the wake of Trebek's passing. I feel honored to be part of something that has meant so much to so many, Bialik said during an interview shortly after her appointment as the show's permanent host. Alex set a standard for intelligence and kindness, and I just want to carry forward that legacy in a way that respects the game and its fans. A complicated journey. Bialik's appointment did not occur in a vacuum. Following Trebek's death, Jeopardy! Producers embarked on a widely publicized search for a successor, with a rotating cast of guest hosts ranging from Ken Jennings to LeVar Burton. For a while, it seemed as though executive producer Mike Richards would assume the role himself, until a series of past controversies led to his resignation, leaving the podium open once again. Throughout this tumultuous period, Bialik stood out not just for her intellect, but for her genuine enthusiasm. While others occasionally seemed like visitors, she approached the lectern like someone who belonged there. Her background as both a scientist and an actress gave her a unique edge, the ability to communicate complex ideas clearly while engaging an audience. It wasn't just her resume that made a difference. Fans appreciated her authenticity. Bialik spoke openly about her reverence for Trebek, her love of learning, and her desire to honor the show's history. Behind the scenes, she worked closely with the Jeopardy! Writing staff to master the show's intricate mechanics, from the phrasing of clues to the delicate pacing of gameplay. It's not as simple as just reading questions, she explained. There's a rhythm to Jeopardy! You're stewarding a conversation between the players and the material, and you have to keep things moving while still giving every contestant their moment. It's an art form, breaking barriers. Mayim Bialik's rise to the Jeopardy! Podium represents more than just the appointment of a capable host. It's a milestone in a broader cultural conversation about representation. As the first woman to become the show's permanent host, Bialik stands as a testament to the changing face of American television and of knowledge itself. For decades, game shows, particularly ones centered on intellectual competition, have often been dominated by male figures. Bialik's presence challenges outdated notions of who gets to be the face of intelligence on national television. Her appointment signals to young women, especially those passionate about STEM fields, that there is space for them in arenas of knowledge and public discourse. Beyond gender, Bialik brings a multifaceted identity to the role. She's a scientist, an actress, an author, a mother, and an advocate for mental health awareness. Her openness about her Jewish heritage and her personal journey navigating fame, academia, and life as a public figure lends a refreshing depth to her persona. The road ahead. Of course, the job of Jeopardy! Host is not just about poise and brains. It's about stewardship, understanding that the show is bigger than any one person. Bialik seems acutely aware of this. In her first season as permanent host, she's already made subtle adjustments to the show's format, focusing on accessibility and inclusion. From clearer pronunciations for non-English terms to championing themed tournaments celebrating underrepresented communities, Bialik is carving out her own era, one rooted in respect for tradition, but unafraid to evolve. She's also forged a close rapport with contestants. Contestant James Holzhauer, one of the show's most prolific champions, noted, "Mayim has this rare quality of making everyone feel comfortable, even when the stakes are sky high. You can tell she genuinely roots for the players." Critically and commercially, the show has remained strong under her guidance. Ratings have stabilized, younger viewers are tuning in, and the Jeopardy! Fan base, famously discerning, has largely embraced her.